Another beer from the Yeti, another collaboration with the death metal band Whitechapel. This one is a bit more traditional, a red ale from Old Irving. They're out of Chicago, so still kind of Midwest, Tennessee, Illinois, kind of in the same boat. But as you could see, not quite as exuberant a design, but still quite the attractive one with the big red eye for a red ale. And if you like to build your brand brick by brick, I will let you know how to get some Stravara X apparel with a discount courtesy of me right after the theme song. Welcome back into the Upstate Studio with your Shirley Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, one more beer review and one more beer collaboration with the death metal band Whitechapel. If it's Whitechapel, you know I got it from Ginger Yeti Road Beers. Thank you very much, Brother Anderson, for this one. And we're going to get right into this. Now, this was a bit more traditional than the last one. You remember that it was a big fruited sour from Zool. Zool is one of the kings of beers like that. This one's a bit more traditional. It's a red ale. And Old Irving Brewery is out of Chicago, Illinois. I wonder if the Imperfectly Meat Crafts duo of Mallory and Chu have heard there, been to there. I'm sure they have. It checks at a mild 5.5, as you would expect for a style like this. And actually, it looks like there's quite a few locations here. It says Knoxville, the Valley, Deathcore. Obviously, that's not a city. So maybe if they've got a location in Knoxville, maybe they just did all their collaborations in Knoxville, since that's obviously where Zool is. On Untapped, not a lot of check-ins, as you can imagine, it being something more of a limited release nature. 236 total, 223 unique, 206 ranked, 3.77. So that's fairly solid, especially for something that's not a hype style by any stretch of the imagination. ABV is confirmed. IBUs are listed at 28, so extremely low. Brewed with rich toasted malts for notes of caramel and toffee with a balanced bitterness and floral finish. Collab with Knoxville, Tennessee, heavy metal band Whitechapel. So I guess that makes sense why they chose Knoxville, since they're from Knoxville. I didn't know that. So anyway, business stuff. What's wrong with me? If you build your brand brick by brick, visit the link in the description below. It will take you directly to the Stravara X apparel shop. You can use the code NUTMEG15. That is NUTMEG15. One more time for everybody in the back. NUTMEG15 for a 15% discount off at checkout. So now, without further ado. Oh boy, that was active, huh? We'll do this one. Milk chug! I won't. I could, but I won't. That is an exceptionally larger head than even I'm used to, so we may have to use the magic of video editing to get back to this one. Alright, close enough for government work, although I guess not so much lately since they're all being laid off. Hey-oh! Sorry, I think I'm hilarious. Don't mind me. Just tell me I'm being obnoxious in the comments, if you will. Anyway, so, color stacks up to a red, a nice amber, caramelly, toffee color. Obviously, I'm using my big beer head for the wing glass, and that was quite the victorious beer head on this one. So, what do you say we just get the aroma? Does have the more toffee than caramel. The sweetness is there, but it's got more of that kind of decadent sweetness than the malty, kind of rough, harsh sweetness. It does sound divine. It's been a while since I had a red ale, so I might need to refresh my memory towards what the experience is. You know, it's a traditional style, but it's not a very popular style, so you don't see them all that often. Cheers. The note they put in as far as balanced bitterness, That is very apropos. It is extremely balanced. It's the floral, a little bit, I suppose. It's got a little bit of that grassy herbal sensation way on the back end. But it is extremely balanced. I mean, you get kind of more of those toffee notes, but you get the more of that like hoppy, harsh kind of bite there. But it's not so harsh that it's like, oh man, old school West Coast IPA, I don't know if I can do this. It is very light. It's quite solid. I definitely will enjoy this one. Yeah, the sweetness is there, but it's very much, like I said, I'll use the word again, balanced. It's very, 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 very much balanced with those more traditional malt forward, hop present type of notes. So by any means, if you're sensitive to sweetness, this will not blow you out one bit. Thanks to the Yeti. One more time, if you want to build your brand brick by brick, visit the link in the description below to visit the Stravar X apparel shop. Use the code NUTMEG15, that is NUTMEG15, NUTMEG15 one more time for everyone in the back, to get a 15% discount off at checkout. And solid job, Yeti. I mean, for two beers that were collaborations with a metal band, I'd say they went 2 for 2. Cheers, everyone. I'll see you next time.